Okay.
I'm Samara.
And I'm Alyssa. This is the top 10 reasons why we think you're a slut if you're not for a girl.
Yes. Number 1. If you are in a group of guys and you have no girlfriends and they're your best friends and you always talk to them and flirt with every single one of them, you look like a slut.
Should we do that after everything? You look like a slut. Okay. If you have a pencil dress on and you're wearing those clothes that show your fucking boobs and you're just like flinging it out everywhere for people to see and your ass is hanging out when you walk and you think that's attractive, for one, it's not attractive because then nobody wants to talk to you because everybody knows what the fuck they're gonna get, you know? They already see it. What's the point in trying to date it? And like, you're just a slut because you look like a slut. It's just gross.
If you are getting called a slut and then you deny it, but then go act like a slut and talk to a bunch of guys and they're like flirting with them and like touching them all over and like laughing and trying to make out with all of them, you look like a slut. Yeah.
If you have a friend that has a boyfriend and you think their boyfriend's sexy as fuck, and then your friend goes and tells you that they broke up and you say, you can do better, and then you go and date their best friend's boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, you look like a fucking slut. And if you talk about your best friend's ex-boyfriend right in front of her, and you're talking about how hot he is and how good he is to you, and then you have sex with them and you're talking about it, you just look like a fucking slut.
If your boobs are big, okay, and you show them every day and talk about how big they are in front of everyone, including guys, and guys that you know your friends like, just to get attention for how big your boobs are, you look like a slut.
Okay. Oh, if you have a boyfriend, okay, and you tell them you're not, or you tell them you're a virgin, and then you tell everyone else that you had sex with another guy like 10 times, and the only reason you told them you look like a virgin is to have sex with them, you look like a fucking slut. Oh, and, okay, no, go ahead.
If you wear leggings, God, worst one. If you wear leggings and yoga pants every fucking day or like 3 times a week just to show off your ass and your vagina even though you have like fucking horse lips and camel toe like flapping, you look like a fucking whore. Like, get over it. You look like a slut.
Alright, here's a good one. If you think that you're hot and you have no curves and you're like a fucking pencil, you like wearing those clothes that show off your curves that you don't have, and then you like to show guys your ass and you're like, look at my fucking ass, guys, that I don't have, and then you like to go and have sex with every guy you meet and every guy that a girl talks about, you look like a slut.
Or a whore.
Or both.
Yeah.
Is that 10?
No,
I wasn't counting, okay.
Okay, believe this is number 8. I think. Okay, number 8. You look like a slut when, ew, I look really weird doing that. Okay. You look like a slut when, Facebook. When you're on Facebook and all your pictures, you're up here, hey guys, I'm so fucking hot, with your camera above you just to show your cleavage off, you look like a slut.
Well, you look like a slut if you do that, even if it's not on Facebook, but anyways. You know, you look like a slut if the only people you hang out with is guys every single day, and it's a different guy every day, and you're holding hands with them. That makes you look like a slut. And you might say, oh, we kiss each other because we're friends. No, you just look like a slut.
Number 10. You look like a slut if a guy touches you in any inappropriate way, like boobs, you know, touching you and shit, and you guys aren't dating and he's like rubbing on you, and you just sit there and laugh and tell him not to touch you, but you let him touch you anyway, you look like a slut.
'Cause you're a slut.
Whore! Okay, that.
Alright, go. End it. Push the button.